And shabam, gabam, gaboom. I'm back. I'm back, and the good thing is, Rebel's definitely chilled out. He's not bugging Ginger, thank God. Hot, hot, hot. Just went to Costco, got all my goodies. I haven't had lunch or anything. It's already 3:30, everybody, already. You know, some really great comments coming through the channel. And it really is interesting to hear everybody's perspective when I post things. And I enjoy the comments. And let's see here. Here's one by Andrew. Andrew's saying, I've seen guys buy cars after they have cars repo, went out and bought new cars. It takes time to hit the credit report. That was back in the day. The times you probably hit the credit report faster. And it's something. The dogs have not been doing anything of arguing until I start talking. They're just like having a damn kid. So yeah, good old Andrew. Yeah, there's no doubt. Those repos will show up on my credit report. I like it. Joe, this is from this morning's Mr. Clean Conversations. Joe Centriani said, forget the new Goldwing. I'll come over with a can of gold spray paint. Your white Goldwing will turn gold in a matter of minutes. I think that's funny. Brett is saying the gold is classic. Dermont's saying just wax on, wax off. My new look to my... Now, that's your Kojak look. Yep. Let's see here. Keep on going. Ride your own ride from Brett. Grow the beard. This is from Parcels. Grow the beard and keep it super crispy. Nice sharp edges on the top and bottom. Treat yourself and have a straight blade shave to treat yourself and keep it sharp. Bugmania, oh my goodness, someone just lost 5 years growing a goatee. The kid, Dad, the beard was the way to go. Brett Mornin, Gail Suit, okay, you asked what we think. This is Gail. We think of the new look. You asked, so here I go. Well, Elmer, Fudd, or Droopy both came to mind as well. As a newborn baby, oh, and Fred Mertz, oh, where is this here? As well as a newborn baby, we're on I Love Lucy. Your beard looked really nice. Don't worry about the gray. Good God. There's tons of guys that look great with gray beards and hair. My dad had a similar beard. When you shave it off, it looked like a bird. No lie. Ha ha. He had no jaw and pointy lips, so the beard really looked good on him. Us ladies, we can't hide behind a beard, so you should take advantage of it. We got to glimpse your brother's head when you all were in Florida and he was bending over in the front of the camera. He has really long hair and then bald on top. But who cares? You look fine like that. So the question is, what do you do? The wife or Julia, think of it. How was Julia? She is very quiet. I'm saying she had the flu here the other day. She's all right. She did have a hell of a... That was a bad case of the flu. But she's okay. She called me and talked quite a while. It's called Yoshi Mira. That's the exhaust on my Grom and the Honda CBR 1000R. You should start a So Andrew out of Florida said you should start a GoFundMe and say it's for your cancer and your research on cancer awareness. I'm only kidding. Yeah, I'm thinking, don't plant that seed on me. You buried in the race truck. Can't sell it to a dealer or Carvana. Yeah. I mean, the reality is, I bought that race truck from Coons, Baltimore. They modded it. They claim they had about 12 grand in it, and they let me have it for cost at like 8. You know, who the hell knows? So yeah, so the truck basically really has about 10 grand of add-ons. No, stop it. Of add-ons, and it's so funny, everybody. This whole shop was quiet. Dogs. It's as if the dogs know that if I don't pay attention to them, they get jealous of me talking without me paying attention to them, and they start wanting attention. This is just no lie of what's going on. Come on, just get out of here. Get out of here. So yeah, you can't get rid of this. It really is unfortunate. The car industry is not the consumer's. The car industry is not the consumer's friend. The car industry is not the consumer's friend because they whatever you buy, you're stuck with it, everybody. You have to put down huge money You just have to throw away money. The bottom line is, if I want to, the only way to do what I'm doing is you buy it used all the time, and you haggle the heck, or you become a wholesaler. I just become a wholesaler, and I get everything in wholesale pricing, and then I would have more success of doing what I do. So I mean, that's really the answer. I should have just been a wholesaler, always at the trades and picking these things up for little to nothing, drive around on them, brag about them, and then get rid of them. That's really the only way you can do what I did without killing yourself financially. So yeah, in hindsight, I should have been a wholesaler. But you got to be careful on that. You got to be careful on how you're buying, selling. You know, you have tax liabilities and all that stuff. So, but that's the better way to go about it. Because all the wholesalers that pick up my stuff, they're laughing their ass off. And they get these really cool cars for little to nothing, and I've taken the huge hits. So, but it's like, whatever. We'll see how aggressive these guys get. I mean, you know, so far, I mean, I know the more aggressive times are going to come to me of these creditors chasing money, because once you've soured a debt, it's forever unless you file bankruptcy. So they know this. They already know that they can chase you forever until you die or file bankruptcy to try to get money out of you. So there isn't like an urgency for them to immediately just have to have all this money, because they know they can just harass me forever and ever until I satisfy the difference of what I owed on the vehicle and what it was sold at auction. So it'll be years. You're talking about now, for me, this will be years and years of agony and frustration on my behalf, unless I just start making a ton of money and just start settling debts. That's the only way it'll change. Or I just raise my hand and say, I'll just file bankruptcy, which I'm not going to do that. I don't have to do that. I have options. I can get out of all of this stuff I've created, but then where's the fun, everybody? I mean, for the record, if you think it through, say that I raise my hand and I say, you know what, I'm out, I'm done. I'm going to sell the house and property, selling my company, I'm going to settle all these debts, I'm going to get rid of all this stuff, I'm going to move somewhere else. And I would have to honestly say that in so many ways, this whole channel would kind of just, everything would change. So the channel would, you know, what would I be doing? You know, you're getting the entertainment and the fun factor of watching me navigate through challenging times, which I think it gives a lot of entertainment and content to the channel. So if I just raise my hand and say, I'm done, I quit. I'm just going to cash out, pay all the debts, get rid of all this material things, and I'm just going to go now try to create content of just whatever. And all this stuff, stories, all stuff's gone. I mean, is that what you'd rather see? I mean, sincerely, would that grow the channel? Would that make my channel a lot much more successful? I mean, I'd love to hear the comments. And so I'm like, well, just do what you want. Well, you guys aren't going to tell me what I'm going to do. You guys crack me up. Some of these comments, and I'm going to hold my breath of who they are, but it's like, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. You're not going to tell me what to do. So, you know, well, you should just, like, do I tell you what to do? Give me your personal story, and I'm going to tell you how to handle it, all right? So please, reach out to me. Give me your personal story of your hardships and all the challenge you're going through, and then I'm going to tell you how you're going to fix that on my terms in your life. Come on, bring it on. Bring it on. I want to hear your comments of your sad stories of what's going on in your life, whatever's going on, and then I'm going to tell you how to resolve it. And then you're going to follow my instructions on how to resolve that problem. And then I'm going to send you a bill when you fix it. That's how you start making money. What's that called? Yeah, counseling. Yeah, how many people pay counselors to hear their problems on their Elmer Fudd look like me? Should I rename my Iceman to Elmer? Elmer Fudd? All right, everybody, that's it. I'm going to wrap it up. I got to have something to eat. I'm going to jump in the pool. It's summertime. I'm going to enjoy the summer. My daughter and I had a long, great conversation, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Just being me." I mean, being me. I'm having fun. Everybody, I really am. Wife's not harassing me. I don't have obligations to be picking up a kid from soccer camp, summer camp. Don't have obligations to summer school. Don't have obligations to making the meal for the family. I mean, there's so many things now that are now gone because my daughter has moved on, and she's very, very happy. Just so you know, my daughter is very, very happy. Things are great. Things are good. And so she's not calling me to complain. She's just calling to say, "Hi, Dad. I love you and I care about you and I miss you, but I'm doing great, Dad. Things are great. She's having a blast. She's with a good family and things are working out great, and which that's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear that other phone call. I start crying on my shoulder about why you're unhappy. I don't want anything to do with that. So I'm very happy for her. So the whole point is, it's opened the door for me. My wife is not the person that controls me. You can tell that. So I'm just doing whatever I want to do. If I didn't have these dogs, if I didn't have all these dogs, I would definitely be down Florida. I would probably just go start riding a motorcycle and just keep riding. I'd just grab a bunch of gear and I'd just probably start riding. And just start riding and riding and riding. If I didn't have these dogs, see, dogs in so many ways have hindered me in so many ways of kind of just really being free to get the hell out of here and go do whatever I want. The business is pretty self-sufficient. Brian's really running it to where I don't have to sit here and babysit him all day long, per se. He still needs my help. But I really do have the capability just to say, see ya. And I could in some degrees. I mean, my wife definitely could handle the dogs to a degree for me to be gone X amount of time. But I couldn't be gone for a long, long time. And that's what I'm saying. If I didn't have the dogs, I'd probably just disappear and be gone for a month. And just start exploring things. As you get older, these are the things that you want to do. As you get older, you want to go explore. You want to see sights. You want to be able to do things when you're still youthful. That was always a goal with my mother and father, which I never did do, was I was always wanting to get a nice RV and just travel the country with my mother and father and my wife and Julia and just go see the country and just spend time behind an RV and leave for like a month. And that never did play out. But it is what it is, everybody. So that's it. I'm going to shut the hell up. Hope everybody enjoys the videos. I like doing the review of the comments. I didn't review the one of Gail calling me out, saying that her husband drives so slow in his Triumph Rocket, which I thought that was funny, personally. I think it's funny. The guy owns a Triumph Rocket, and I'm calling the guy out that he's a slow rider. When I point blank heard him over brunch telling us how fast he drives that motorcycle. It just cracks me up. Whatever. Okay, so, but it's all good. I love it. I love the, in some ways, the criticism. That's fine. It's fine. I love the comments, and the more comments I get, the more interactive channel it becomes. That's fun. That's the goal. Get the channel where lots of people are talking and communicating and interacting with each other. That's the goal, everybody. That's my goal. So God bless. Have a great day.